My name is Walton Guerrero, and I'm going to explain a little bit about the various WIN modules that Chrysler, Dodge, and Jeep are utilizing pretty much from 2008 all the way to 2014. There are some vehicles that do not use this type of modules, but for all purposes, we're just going to talk about the various generations of WIN modules that Chrysler is using since 2008 through 2014 that use any of the Fobiks or emergency passkey to start the vehicle. These two modules here were used in 2008, some 2009. This one here was used in some 2009, some 2010, and then they look very similar from 2011 through 2013. Now this module here, which is a lot smaller, also shows in some 2013 and most 2014. What makes them different is the way they mount. This one here is more like for a town and country caravan journey. And this one here has the mount, the 4 screws in the front, and this one is pretty much for the Chrysler 300, Dodge Chargers, believe Jeep Grand Cherokee as well. Okay, and we work with all these modules, and we're able to send you the modules already programmed, or in some cases, if you're having problems like with this generation of modules, we can repair them and then send them back to you, and you never have to take it back to the dealership to get reprogrammed or get them to work. We send them already tested and working for your vehicle. Just plug it in and go. And again, these Fobiks are some of the combinations of buttons that you may have in your for your vehicle, depending on whether it has sliding doors, trunk release, remote start, or it's just a basic lock and unlock and panic Fobik. I'm going to explain a little bit about the difference on the modules when it has remote start and when it does not have remote start. One key difference is the WIN module has an antenna when it has remote start. When it doesn't have the remote start, it does not have an antenna. Now, every once in a while, we get a customer that buys the module that has remote start option, even though their vehicle is not equipped. That's okay. You can buy the upgraded remote start version, and then eventually add the rest of the components that are required to install the remote start. Every car is different, in what's required to get the remote start working, but at least if you have to spend the money on a WIN module, might as well just get the one with the remote start and then have it there if you ever need it. Okay. Surfed the web and read some comments like only the dealership can replace or program the WIN module. Obviously, it's the 21st century, and that's not a correct statement. We've been doing electronics on vehicles for close to 29 years. We've always been at the frontier of what's available out there as far as an aftermarket option, or in this case, getting you a module that is fully functional, fully programmed for your vehicle, 100% compatible. I mean, it's an original equipment part, and again, not only the dealership is misdiagnosing the problem, or sometimes wants to replace a computer, sometimes it wants to charge additional labor to troubleshoot it, when I read in some forums where the customer themselves are able to diagnose it just by a process of elimination. It does make it easier if you have already 2 working Fobiks, and then one morning you go out there and it doesn't start. you grab your other Fobik, it does the same thing. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to know that the problem is not with the Fobik and it's not with the computer. If your dash lights are not coming on and the only thing you see is the mileage, then your problem is going to be 99% of the time the Fobik. Try to save you money and or headaches from having to deal with negative or unprofessional people that are out there. We're not going to name names right now. Thank you.